Hi, this is Janelle Posey Green, and you're listening to Bohemian Black Girl Podcast on Green Ink Radio. Hi, Desmond. This is Desmond Harris, and I would like you actually to introduce yourself because you do it better than I do.
Okay.
You know yourself better than anybody.
Cool. So, hi guys. My name is Desmond Harris. I am a certified personal trainer and a health coach, and I'm here to talk with Janelle about her podcast and what I have going on as a trainer. So,
yes. So, The reason why I asked you to come on, for many reasons. First of all, I love what you're doing. I love that you're trying to motivate the community to come, be healthy, no one-way approach. There's science behind what you're saying. And I don't just mean Western science. You have a pretty multifaceted collective of knowledge, and I love that about you. So the first thing I would like to kind of talk about is, where did you study? What is your knowledge base from?
So I started training. My first client was when I was 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look 20 now. Like right now.
Thanks.
So when I heard you say that before, I was like, so that was like last year?
Yeah. A while ago. It was close to a decade ago. So that happened when I was 20, and it was a really awesome experience. Like, I figured out, like, I have a knack for talking to people and understanding what they want for their fitness goals, you know, even though I didn't really know what I was doing, but that's where I started. So, and then from there, you know, I've racked up over, 8 different certifications for different personal training modalities and stuff like that. So I pull a lot of my knowledge from that as well. So most of it is from my own experience. I've been doing this for such a long time. And then most recently, I just graduated from a 2-year program online as a wellness practitioner.
I'm super proud of you.
Thank you so much.
What does that include?
Basically, it's a degree in occupational studies. Yeah, it was from a school in Arizona, online school called the Southwest Institute of Healing Arts.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome. So, and they gave the program like a really long name. It's like associate's degree in transformational mind-body transformation psychology. But I just tell people, like,
of course.
It's a wellness practitioner program. So, yeah, and that's why, when you say I have like a Western Eastern idea, like, I guess a lot of it does come from that.
I love
that approach.
I also feel like what you're saying is you live this. This is your lifestyle. So it kind of
100%.
was a natural progression for you to do this as a profession.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
so
it took me
100% too.
Yeah, it took me a little while to get into it, but I was thinking this out the other day. Like, I consider myself a practitioner more than anything, and I think that's like super important. Kind of like what you do too. You know what I mean? Like, you're very hands-on. Very hands-on. So like when I work with people, it's like I can talk it, but like I want to be able to walk it too. And then I'll give you that much more relatability when we decide to work together, because I'm in the trenches too in my own worlds. So absolutely. I think that's, super important. Yeah.
What about, when you decide you want to take on a client, are you doing classes? Are you doing individual? What modality do you mostly work in right now?
Good question. So right now I work out of a gym too on the side.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I coach at a gym in Warwick, Rhode Island.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's called Lean Method Fitness. Awesome.
What's up with all these little names?
It's called LMF. Okay, so LMF. It's an awesome program. So I coach there. It's a women-based facility, so we do group classes there. I coach there, so I just do a lot of fitness training. But for myself, I'm actually doing a program online for people, and I'm actually excited about it. So if someone's listening, want to try out my program, we're going to do like a pilot test on September 12th.
Yay!
So it's my first time putting it through. But in my program, it's going to be an 8-week like healthy fit transformation program. That's what I'm calling it. So, and there's like broken down into like 3 modules. So the first module is like fitness, the second's lifestyle, and the third is focus.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this.
So there's a fitness program, and there's like lifestyle things that we'll talk about. And then the focus part is like, the mindset where we just get into more of like, I guess, the deeper work of your self-image, your self-talk, things like that.
Making it last.
Yeah, making it last.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So that's what I do with people.
I can actually relate to teaching classes because I was a Zumba instructor up until I started my private practice. Mm-hmm. So I've only not been teaching Zumba for about a year and a half, and it's killing me. But something had to give. But more than likely, since I now am giving up the school systems, I'm going to go back into teaching again because it's so fun. So what would you consider one of the assets of maybe doing a group class with you? Do you think that you're more like knowledge science based, or is it more like technique? What is it when someone's working with you in one of your group classes?
Well, yeah, in the group class I teach now, I would just say like definitely technique and just the energy.
That's so cool.
You know what I mean? I think it's important to enjoy the process.
Absolutely.
When you're doing a workout. Like I'm sure you relate when you're doing Zumba. Mm-hmm. Like you want people to do the moves right, but also there's a layer on top of that. You're like, yo, we came here to have fun.
Absolutely.
We came here to feel good about yourself and to be confident in what you're doing. So I try to bring both of those to the table.
Yay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. And you're so nice, so I'm sure they can relate to you, on a human level.
Mm-hmm.
So my next question for you is what I think you kind of already answered it, but what was your reason and inspiration for creating Healthy Fit Movement? If you guys don't already know, Healthy Fit Movement is a page that he created on Facebook to support his 8-week program that he's going to be piloting in September. So from what I heard, one part of this is, this is my basically it's your baby. But on the other hand, what's your goal in this?
So my goal is I feel like there's like a missing piece in like the fitness and like the mindfulness communities. I'm trying to like kind of bring them together a bit. Kind of show people like, all right, you can have fitness goals and you can want to be fit, but then you can also learn how to create a healthy lifestyle and like a healthy mindset and cultivate both of those on top of that. So the Healthy Fit Movement is really like the merger of the two, because I just know it's what works.
That's awesome.
It's what works for me, and I don't know it's what works for a lot of different people. And I feel like a lot of people look for that in areas. So hopefully I can bring it in a way that fits.
I agree. I think there is a missing piece. Like, you don't have. I feel like it's almost you have to be all or nothing. Most people believe that it's like you have to be like a nutritional Nazi versus just integrating this in and making it work for you in the lifestyle choice that you have at the moment. So I like that. I think this is going to be super successful.
You can do it at bits and pieces too. You know what I mean? Like you can be someone who's like, I need to get really dialed in on my fitness routine. Like I haven't broken a sweat in months. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're there, then it's like, cool. All right, we can start with that. And then after you get yourself moving, you can take a look at other areas of your life that'll make it all work. Because you cannot like do well in the gym and then go home and have McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Nothing against McDonald's.
No, but
you get like
it's so funny that there's said
choices.
That.
You have to make choices.
It's hilarious actually because I was at the gym. I go to the gym a lot, and I was at the gym yesterday, and I belong to this private Facebook group that's specifically to encourage each other with fitness. Yeah. And what I had typed on there was, I am so tired of coming out of Planet Fitness and smelling these daggone fries. Yeah. Because Planet Fitness in Norwich is right behind McDonald's. I was like, this is so counterproductive.
Ooh, that's a setup right there.
And I don't even like McDonald's. McDonald's is gross. I like seasoning on my food, and they don't season their food. So it's just a simple fact that, your adrenaline's going, and then you take a whiff of anything. Well, not anything, but that. And it's like, oh, okay, well, I know this is nasty, but it smells good right now. Yeah. But I don't go there, but it's still really kind of discouraging. So, yeah, you're right. You can't go to McDonald's after you just spent 750 calories.
Mm-hmm. Working hard in the gym, keeping that focus for an hour, and then you got to go out and then do something that's almost, counterproductive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with the lifestyle. So I'll go into that too. It's like when you go home, it's like what's in your home that could be possibly actually harming your health. You know, there's like the toxins and like the bad cleaning products. I talk to people about that too, which we'll get into with like the essential oils.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like a bigger picture of like, okay, trying to optimize your life. Fitness aspect, cool. Lifestyle aspect, that's awesome too. You got to pay attention to it. And then, you know, there's always the deeper work, like, you know, how you get your mindset too. You know what I mean? So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask you when the book comes out, because I think this is a little book in the making, man.
Awesome.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Or manual or something. Never know. Dream big. So our next part, now that you've already opened the gate and all, is essential oils. I personally am an essential oil fanatic. I have been forever. I'm actually happy that I'm an adult now, because when I was a kid, my dad used to be like, that stuff stinks. It's driving me crazy. And he's like, it's getting on everything. Because I was a kid, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just putting on everything. So, but essential oils do so many different things. And I feel like, yes, there's a maybe like a new movement for it, but people don't really understand that you could use these essential oils, if you know what you're doing, for many different things, from reducing migraines to helping with concentration. I have different oil blends that I put together when we're about to clean the house. And when I was studying in college, I would put those similar oil blends together to help me kind of focus in a little better. Now I believe they already have I don't know if packaged is the right term, but oils that are kind of for those things, where they kind of do it for you. But me, I like doing it myself. I like know what's going in there. I want, without a shadow of a doubt, know that I'm supposed to be breathing this in. So my first question to you is, what oil brand, essential oil brand, do you recommend? Because just because it's an essential oil, they're not all created equally.
That's true.
So what brand do you, or what should we be looking for?
Yeah, and some are created for different reasons too. So you gotta keep that in mind. So the brand that I use and share with people is Young Living.
Okay.
Yeah. So disclaimer, I'm actually a distributor for them.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I use their oils because they have really high quality process, from like getting their seeds and like cultivation, and then, you know, processing from the farm all the way into the bottle. It's called the seed to seal. So yeah, I'm gonna have to share it with you because I know you're an oil person, so you're probably really interested. Yeah, so I learned about them, and then, you know, their process is just like, it's bar none. They really do a great job making sure that the soil's taken care of, plants, everything's clean. So from like a quality standpoint,
where are they from? Is it?
I think they're based out of Utah.
Oh, okay.
They have farms all over the place. I just went out there to the farm to check it out. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you're hands-on too.
Yeah, they are hands-on. Yeah, because I didn't know. You know what I mean? I wanted to know. Like, all right, if I'm like really sharing these with people I care about, I need to know if, you know, if they.
I respect that.
So so I use their oils.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have that brand, but
I brought some.
Yay! I was going to say I want to play a game. I want to play a game where it's going to be like, name that oil, and then maybe possibly say one healthy benefit from that oil.
Oh boy, okay. You want to start with what I have?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll go back and forth. It's not fair because I already looked at them. All right, this is for you. Okay, all right, we'll go back and forth. So this one.
Have you ever heard of the Now brand?
Yes.
So I use their vitamin. I'm like really huge on vitamins too.
Yes.
So, or not all of the vitamins, because spirulina isn't a vitamin. It's a plant. Yes. So I take their spirulina pill, but it's derived from the plant. So, all right. You got to close your eyes. Okay. So the first one, we're only going to do probably 3 because after a while they'll all smell alike.
Yeah, I know that. Can you get one more?
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Does it start with an L?
Maybe it gives the.
Oh, I know
it gives the scientific name. Yes, get it?
Yeah.
So I know what I use it for many reasons. What would be, before I say what I use it for, what would be a health benefit from tea tree oil?
Everything skin and hair is what I use it for. Everything skin and hair. So I use it for my lotions or rubs. I'll add tea tree to it for my dreads and my hair.
Yay.
I add tea tree to that. So that's it. Like anywhere, everywhere, tea tree's my go-to.
Absolutely. Me, I have psoriasis.
Yeah.
So when I have flare-ups, I'll use it for those flare-ups, for a topical, even though my honest belief is treating psoriasis from internally, not externally. And there's a lot of science behind that, but we'll get that to another day.
Yes.
But I will use it topically too sometimes. So if I have like irritation, it'll help.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready. Are you ready? You're next.
Oh, okay.
Back and forth. Okay.
I love oils, but I'm not.
I'll give you a little hint because this one isn't
well known.
It's as essential oil. It might not be well known, but the plant is well known.
Okay. Oh, I do know that.
I know you do.
Hold on, one more time. I feel like I use that. I'm pretty sure I do. Okay, I feel like it's either myrrh or frankincense or what's another one? What does it start with?
What's the other one? If I say it, it's going to give it away.
Oh, okay.
What's the other one?
All right, let me spell it over time. Man, I swear I use this.
Starts with S.
All right, you're going to have to tell me what it is.
Sage.
Of course I know what it is.
It's right there.
Hello. I told you. That's so funny.
But it's oil. Most people don't know that sage comes in an oil. Too.
I did not know sage comes in an oil. Let me find out.
Yeah.
Mom. You know what's funny? The reason why I said frankincense and myrrh is because when I burn my sage, I also burn those too. So I feel like my mind is predisposed to just
like
lumping them together.
That's funny.
So funny. All right, I loved it. That was a really good one.
Okay, what you got?
All right. So this one is one of my absolute favorites. I'm smelling it too, like I don't know what I'm smelling.
Okay, one more. All right. Dang. I want to say lemongrass.
Yes.
I'm never this good, by the way. This is good.
Oh, you know what I just remembered? We didn't say what sage was good for.
Oh, we didn't? Okay, let's go back.
Let's go back for 2 seconds.
Sage. So what do you use sage for?
I use sage because culturally we burn sage and frankincense and myrrh to help cleanse energies. So often when my client, the reason why I do it today is because I knew we were going to play this game and I didn't want to cheat and be like, hey, I can't smell anything because I smell the aroma around the room. So the first thing I feel like when most of my clients come in that they say is, oh, it smells so good in here. And it kind of sets the tone for them to want to open up. It's kind of like a welcoming factor.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I know you're going to talk about some hard stuff, but at least it can feel nice and smell nice.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah, I use the sage for the same reason. Like, I just use it, and sometimes I'll put it in my hair too.
That's awesome. I didn't know that it was an oil.
Yeah, so it's an oil, and like you said, it just makes you feel like super grounded. Absolutely. And like emotionally grounded too. And it's one of those, for lack of better terms, like spiritual oils. Like
sage chicken is also delicious, y'all.
Sage chicken, no joke.
Yes.
Stop playing.
Yeah, I have. Listen.
Okay.
One day we're gonna do a whole thing about spices.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I love sage food.
Yeah,
it's a good thing. And you know what I'm
missing. Yeah, that's and there's oils you can that are like Young Living. They have a vitality brand like
so they have
they label it different so that you know you can actually ingest them. So
that's cool.
Yeah, lemongrass. I knew it because I brought it for you, and I've also put it in food. Yeah, I've also used it in food too. So like lemongrass chicken, try that.
Yes, I love lemongrass anything.
The flavor is like
I do. Ooh, that's so cool. Do you use actual lemongrass?
I don't. I actually don't use actual lemongrass. I just have the oil. Should I use actual lemongrass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, all right.
Someone, actually, I was reading, talking about a podcast. I was listening to someone talk, and they said that doing lemongrass, or maybe it was a cousin of lemongrass, inside of a smoothie is insanely healthy for the body. So I got to get on that wave then. Okay, I'm going to try that out.
It's like a good, if you do it right, you can make it taste like lemonade, like a creamsicle. Well, not creamsicle, but you know how they have those fruity drinks for the summertime? Mm-hmm. It's actually really, like, you can make it taste like that. It's awesome. Yeah. So try it.
Okay, done.
You're going to be so happy. Done. Is it my turn or your turn?
Your turn. We're like flying right now. Okay, this is a different one.
Oh, that one is different. It's kind of strong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever smelled this before. I don't know if I know this one.
Roman chamomile.
Yeah, definitely not. I love chamomile, but I don't think I've actually smelt it before.
Yeah, this was a new one that I tried, and this is good for calming too. Mm-hmm. Even though it has like that florally scent, which I love. I'm pretty sure it is good for like hair and skin hygiene as well. Definitely.
And it's amazing in tea.
Yeah, it's amazing in tea. And I use it I make a little blend when I go to sleep with this one.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll mix 3 oils. I'll mix this with lavender, and then I'll mix it with vetiver. And those 3 together. Before you go to bed, helps relax you.
I might need to do that for my 3-year-old.
Yeah, maybe slap it on him too.
I'm so serious, rub it down. Here, Bubby.
That's a good one.
That's actually really cool. Thank you for sharing that one. I love chamomile tea, but I feel like it's another one where I've never just had. I have the chamomile flowers at home, but I also have a lavender plant. So when I have one of those, I just call it a mesh tea ball. I'm sure it has a better name. And I put them in there. So chamomile, I feel, is another one that I've never had alone before. I always pair it with something.
Right. Yeah.
So that smells nice.
It smells good.
Very nice.
So for people who are listening and they're like, all right,
like, what are you doing?
Oils, what are they talking about? So to give them like a little bit of background of like how they and why they work. So there's 2. I mean, I'm no expert, but I did take a few classes on aromatherapy and like energy anatomy.
Absolutely.
So essential oils have like 2 basic compounds, terpenes and like aromatic compounds.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So when you open the bottle, they naturally aloof into the air because they're very light, and they go into the nose and the olfactory receptors. I'm sure you're aware of, and that is directly connected to your limbic system, and then that goes to the hypothalamus. So like it sends those signals through the aroma. So it's like when you smell like apple spice or something or pumpkin spice, like it can take you back to grandma's kitchen or wherever. All kinds of memories, because that limbic system is just like rooted in like your emotions.
Absolutely.
You know, and
on the flip side, you could probably use that to your benefit if you are having a bad day. Because of course I have to put on my clinician's hat. If you're having a bad day and you're feeling like you just don't want to get out of bed, or it's really cloudy, you're stuck in an office, pulling out some essential oils to kind of get yourself to remember maybe a more pleasant time or a memory or just a feeling of feeling better could really be beneficial.
Yeah, it could really help you like change your state.
Absolutely.
Go from, like being kind of groggy and like closed off, and then you smell something that hits you the right way and you're like, hey. You know what I'm saying? So, and what's cool about like the hypothalamus, because I kind of nerd out on this sometimes.
That's awesome.
I mean, you don't have to be a scientist to like get fascinated by what other people have discovered, but like the hypothalamus is basically like the resetter of the body. You know what I mean? It's like it controls the signaling for your hormones. It controls the signaling for like your core body temperature. So it's like the ultimate regulator.
That's nice,
right? So you can really use oils to kind of change your state in a way.
Absolutely.
So that's why that's one of the things I tell people. Like, try different oils, see what works with you, and then you have your go-tos.
And they do that sometimes with, I feel like the more expensive perfumes. I wouldn't recommend perfumes in place of essential oils, but I feel like that was the original intent behind the more expensive ones, is that they were going to use the flowers themselves and get some of the, but honestly, I feel like there's no comparison. There's no comparison.
There's no comparison between a perfume and then like a real plant botanical.
Absolutely.
Like,
definitely not.
Deal, you know what I mean?
Definitely not.
Yeah. So there's a few that I use. I wanted to share like what I use for focus. Lemon.
Yes.
Rosemary.
Yes.
And peppermint.
Yeah. It's actually similar to
and frankincense sometimes too.
So look.
And frankincense.
When people walk in, this is what I put in mine. Similar. Lemongrass.
Yep.
Peppermint.
Yep.
And frankincense.
Yes.
That's why it's sitting over here next to one of my diffusers, because I have another one over there.
Yeah. And for sleep, vetiver, Roman chamomile, lavender. I shared those already. And then for performance, because this is what's really interesting, you can actually use oils to kind of make you more energized.
Absolutely.
100%. So there's a Valor blend that Young Living has. I use that. And then peppermint oil.
Yep.
amazing.
I love peppermint. Isn't it funny how peppermint can make you feel energized and it can make you feel relaxed?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I've actually never spoken to anyone else about that, but it's true.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, so one of my friends who uses oils too, she's like brilliant. She did like some research, and there's a research study that showed that peppermint oil, when it's inhaled, it does something with the capillaries or whatever, but it actually improves the oxygen delivery
Yeah,
to
that
your
makes
muscles and
sense.
tissues.
The circulation.
So like what I do is I tell people, like, one of my pre-workout things, I'll take my peppermint and just go,
Oh.
and you just like, it almost ramps up your body.
I'm actually
and
gonna
you're
try
ready for
that.
it. Try it when you go to work out.
I'm going right after our podcast.
Yeah. Try it out. Try it. Anyone listening, try it out.
Hey, maybe that's gonna be a challenge, the peppermint challenge.
Mm-hmm. Done. Let's do that. I like it.
I love it. So I feel like we touched a little bit on it, but I was hoping that we could really talk about the connection between mental wellness and healthier lifestyle choices, whether it be something along the lines of the essential oil incorporation or fitness itself, or getting more education about what we're putting in our bodies, such as diet, or you had mentioned earlier the products around the home that have some adverse effects for us. So I'm really highly interested. What were your thoughts on that?
I think they're all connected.
Yeah, me too.
It goes back to like what I said about homeostasis. Well, I don't know if I did say it, but what the hypothalamus and like how it's regulated for your body. So like you got to be able to get yourself to homeostasis like every day. Every day you got to get yourself to that flat zone. That's your baseline, because when your body gets in homeostasis, that's when it heals. That's when it re-energizes itself. It's like the recharging of your cells and your mind. So when it comes to fitness, it's very stress-induced, right?
Yeah.
High intensity. You got to get yourself going. When you're doing your Zumba class.
Unless you love it.
Well,
but even then, it's a healthy stress. But yes, it is still giving you a little stress in your body.
Yeah. So you got to be able to go from like working hard in your Zumba class to, all right,
let's cool down.
Let's cool it down. Let me take it down. All right. After you cool it down, the nutrition comes in. You got to refuel your body so you can support yourself.
And not with fries.
Maybe not with fries. Maybe with some like lemongrass or, some green juice.
Something else.
Yeah. And then like from an emotional standpoint, it's the same thing. You got to be able to know what your stressors are. And if you're stuck in a very anxious state all the time, let's talk about that and see how you can kind of reroute your ideas or vent about something so that it doesn't have a hold on you and you can get yourself mentally to a place of homeostasis as well, because that is very important. Because I've worked with many people, and when it comes to like them, let's just start with fitness, they're in their head about it and they create stress and they create disbelief, and then that just takes out the chances of them taking action.
Yeah, that judging, that internal judging that goes on, it's sad.
Yeah, so I think it's all really connected. I really do.
What about, because we are both in the African diaspora, what do you believe about in our specific community? I know that that's a little broad because we are a very diverse diaspora, but maybe put it in this term of our area here in New England, with men specifically of color. I feel like they're almost overlooked sometimes. Like women are, mental health, let's talk about it. We have a whole movement that is going on right now about let's talk about it, let's go find therapists. But I feel like Black men specifically, are a little bit being left out of it. Do you feel the same way, or is it just my interpretation?
Okay, I feel really strong about this.
Yeah, please talk about it.
I think it's just men in general, and maybe Black men even more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's men in general, and for sure men of color, without a doubt. I think there's a need to just talk about stuff. Just talk about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about something in a safe place, it's very powerful. And like recently in my own life, I've had a friend like come around and we go. It's you go through life and then you don't realize the people closest to you make space from, and then when you go to talk to them about some real ish, you're like, yo, I didn't even know what was going on.
Exactly.
You don't even know. You don't even know. And then it creates a disconnect in your relationship. And then if you have someone who has been your rock for your life, and then as that time goes on, you create that separation, you don't have that rock anymore, then that's when things start to cultivate inside, because now you're not talking about anything about your problems, to anyone about your problems. And it can just really hold you back. And before you know it, you can get to a place where you've been holding on to something for 5 years and you don't realize it.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is talk to someone. And
it'll affect your work.
Yes.
It'll affect your relationships. It'll affect everything.
Yes. So I feel strongly about it, and I would love to see, I don't know if I'll do it or maybe someone else I'll join the movement, but I would love to see like men's circles, or like, I don't even know if that's the right term, but just like men being empowered themselves to just get together and talk about stuff, about real stuff, and just vent and just like support each other with life.
Absolutely. I love that idea of men supporting men too, because
100%.
I think in my experience, I feel like there's a lot of men that I've known will wait to unload because they feel like they're going to be judged by others in general, or 100%. They feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
So then when they finally talk to me, and this is without my therapist hat, like, it's just like almost like word vomit. Everything comes out. I would like my personal wish would be for men to allow the openness to be able to speak with other men about these things without fear of judgment. Because I feel like there's enough men that want to talk, but there's not enough men that are wanting to take the first steps to say it's okay to talk.
True. Yeah.
So
why do you think that is, though?
I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I mean, even as a therapist, I feel like mental health is stigmatized in so many different ways. And then when you add the cultural component to it, we are very heavily religious culturally. So for a long time, it was pray about it and not really talk about it. Or if you speak about it, you're talking about the personal problems that are supposed to be kept secret in the family.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of compounding reasons.
Yeah.
But it's a new day. It's a new century. Us millennials are taking over.
Slowly are.
So we can start new norms. We can start new things. It doesn't have to be the same old same.
Yeah. When I think new norms, I think about like, all right, so how can we create a different picture for that dialogue? And I truly believe it comes down to just creating the right space.
Yeah.
I think that people want to talk about these things, but we don't culturally have the space for it.
Yeah.
We don't. It's not going to happen in the workplace. It's not. It might not even happen in your household because you have different relationships with people in your household and different views. So somehow, someone, somewhere, got to create a space where it's an open template of a safe space where people can just be honest and just know that they're going to be like heard when they say what they're going through.
Absolutely.
Because that, from like in my own experience, that's the only time things have been shared that are like really deep and meaningful. Only time is when the space is right. It doesn't even matter who's there, but if the space is right, things come out. So maybe that's something that
maybe it's something that we can put together.
Yeah,
I'm definitely down. I have the world is kind of an oyster right now for me because I am allowing myself to just be 2 feet into private practice.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that have been brewing around in my mind, I'm able to really start working on. So if that's something, I think it would be amazing. I'd partner with you and do something like that. I feel like some of the research that I've done specifically for people of color, for us to really truly heal, it's most beneficial if it is paired with not just speaking, actively doing things. So teaching these new techniques of being able to cope. So I'm definitely all about it.
Yeah, I think it's huge. I would love to see it. And not only speaking, but like you said, taking action. And I imagine like
let's go on group jogs or going out and maybe figuring out how to cook certain things that'll make us feel better.
Because I gotta say, for the guys listening, I know they can relate. Like as men, culturally, we're kind of put into the box of being a supporter, being a go-getter, being someone who has to, you have to be the foundation. You have to be strong. So there's no space for talking about what's not working. There's no space for talking about what made you feel a certain way, or you know what I mean, or things that are like you're traumatized by. Like culturally, there's no space for men to talk about that. That's huge.
I agree.
That's
it's
huge.
more like fix it,
and that's the thing.
And then not really tell us how.
Yeah, Because as a guy, you're 10,000 more times stronger and more in your power when you're able to just be aware about what is messing you up.
Yes.
Like, what is jacking you up? Like, for
Absolutely.
real. Like, what is really jacking you up? And then once you get that out, like, dang, you're going to be like a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, then you really will be powerful.
Powerhouse.
Yes, I agree. Where do you think people can follow you right now? Like, what's going on with you coming new? I know the 8-week program will start in September. September what again?
September 12th.
12th. Yeah, and how can listeners reconnect with you?
They can follow me on social.
Mm-hmm.
So you can follow my Facebook page. You can follow my personal profile. Just look up Desmond Harris.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see me there. I'm friends with Janelle, so you see me.
Yay!
You can definitely follow my my Healthy Fit Movement page. That's where I post a lot of my stuff there, and you'll hear more about the program there. So definitely follow there. And on Instagram, you can follow me at des.harris235.
Very awesome.
Yeah, that's my personal stuff. So, and I'm doing a little fun 30-day challenge on my Facebook page. So it's a good way for people to just tune in, and it's a fun thing. No real harsh requirements. Just post every day what you're doing. That's going to help your mindset, your fitness, or your lifestyle. Just trying to build momentum and just talk about what you're doing. So if you want to hop in, it's going to be cool. That's going down on my Facebook page, Healthy Fit Movement. So check that out.
I was actually just talking to my husband about that. I was like, babe, I volunteered us for I said I volunteered us for this 30 days. I was like, it's nothing like really intensive.
It's not.
You just have to post one thing that we've done that's healthy that day.
Yeah, and really my goal is just like, all right, just put in the front of your mind that you want to do it, and that's it. That's it.
It's just one thing that you have.
Thing a day.
One thing a day.
Yeah, and then like can I dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I will on my page eventually. So like fitness, okay, anything that gets your heart rate elevated, walking, jogging, hiking, swimming, whatever you do, if you Zumba, definitely counts.
Yeah, I took the stairs today versus the elevator type of thing. You know.
Yes, lifestyle. Anything that you know is going to improve your lifestyle. Green drink in the morning. Okay, all right. Tea in the morning. Making sure you don't go to McDonald's today. You chose to cook home cook food at home. Boom, lifestyle.
You know what I suggested for my husband too when I was selling him on doing this with me? Yeah. I was like, babe, because I was trying to get organized to get myself at the door. He made my green drink for me this morning, and I was like, that's one thing, right? Hey. Takes teamwork. I was like, babe, this is one thing that you just did that was healthy to support your family. Like, you could post that.
Yes, that's a post right there.
Yeah,
post right there. And then mindset, it can be anything that you made it like a better decision on, or like maybe you decided to do a meditation, or maybe you did like a positive affirmation, or like something that once got to you didn't get to you today. Like things like that. Like, like someone cut me off today and I was really angry, but guess what? It didn't get to me. I was focused on getting myself to my appointment on time, and I did. Like, that's a mindset shift from just, creating.
Learning not to give in to those
triggers
immediate
all day.
gratification.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Like 3 simple things, nothing crazy, but I'm looking forward to seeing. Got a few people who want to participate, so I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Yeah. So if someone wanted to join your 8-week challenge, how the ways that you said to follow you on social media, is that the best way to get in touch with you? How would they
get in touch with me on the Facebook page, Healthy Fit Movement? I'm going to be putting up a post of like the application and more information about the program. Yeah, that'll be coming on like my website that I'm putting out.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Seriously. You guys.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks. Seriously. I had a great time talking.
You're the best.